Welcome back to another episode of Timberborn in the village of Beaver. I'm Captain T and I hope you'll enjoy this episode today. And last time out we dammed in this piece, but there is still some bad water in here. Well, we are at the start of quite a long drought, so we could actually, I think quite easily, just delete one levee and let it all flow out. But we have bigger problems. We only have 151 units of food for our 72 beavers to survive this 20-day drought. So they are hungry. They are very hungry. And so we really need way more land and pretty damn quick. So let's delete one levee and just let it all flow out. Gonna take a bit of time. Over here we now got three farmhouses, so we should be able. Oh, those last few can be trees. We should actually mark all of our trees. But yeah, we should be planting loads of radishes because they grow very quickly. But well, mainly we just need a lot of other. And this isn't really flowing, isn't it? Is it? So that was absolutely pointless. But let's do this one last. So give it a fair chance to actually evaporate and flow out of here. We have some grilled beets. We do have food processing, so that's a good thing. We also got a lot of juice. We just don't have any power. Well, currently, because the windmills aren't blowing. Gears, I think we have. No, we only have one gear, but let's pause. One gear workshop and one lumber mill. Well, two lumber mills. No need to use power for something we have a lot of. This is now done. Great. And here we are going to make a little watering hole. And we can delete all of these. And we can extend our farming. Canola, this is corn. Wheat, this, yeah. $163, as long as we just don't run out. That's the main thing. Remove this one so we can have one spot more for radish. Yes. Ooh, green. That's a green beaver. Lampenteufel Magic. Great name. Great color for a beaver too. We got 24 unemployed beavers. Well, that's fine. This should be the part that's closest for our beavers. We can blow this up. And fill this, I think. Let's put in farmhouse right over here, I think. Yeah. And we need some way to fill in the fluid dump. Yeah, we are gonna lose a little bit of land, farmland for that, but that's fine. We should also place, I think, over here. And then planting a quadrant for tomatoes, bell peppers, let's put beets over here. Wheat, we already got quite some stuff. Canola over here. Corn is an important one, so let's just have a lot of that. No, wait, I'm forgetting this one. And radish over here, so we can, when everything is getting better, we can restore this to pre-production. This is important, so we should actually have a little storage for water over here. Obtain water. And yes, we are now getting a load. Yeah, this should be closed off before the drought ends, but I mean 14 days. We should manage to do that. We have 70 juice. I mean, we're just not producing enough raw materials for all of the juice. And the more we get available, the better it'll get. This got a nice range. This one got a nice range in here. Well, let's think this bit is not irrigated by any way. Bell pepper, let's bell pepper, yes. So we could put here probably some storage for what? Well, let's put here corn. I mean, corn is in a lot of recipes, so this is now finished. Great stuff. This only needs metal blocks, yes, and planks. Well, we have planks. Well, we haven't been producing metal, but we don't have power. So when this drought ends, we'll turn this back on and use this metal And a number cruncher is finished. Great stuff. I mean, we're not using it because we don't have any wind blowing, but this will slowly produce more and more science for us to use. Yeah, over here we don't need these anymore, so let's retake those and actually make it usable. Place, can we make a large tank? 80 planks, we do have 60 bricks. I mean, we only have 40 bricks. But we can turn on our brick production. And store bad water. Purified water. That's that's needs phoenix essence. Forced bad water extraction. That's 2 extracts. This is just normal bad water production. Great stuff. This, let's produce bricks. And over here we should also get another. Well, we should plant our, what they're called, pine trees, that's what they're called. So let's place a watering hole over here. Let's do our math. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So even if we place a water hole underneath this industrial pile, we should be able to green everything, because a 3x3 like this, you know, is 3x3 is the maximum amount of space you're gonna get for irrigation. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 tiles. So let's empty out this building and we are going to place it underneath here. Our log storage is full, so we either should actually... Ooh, this is built. Great stuff. So now we can pause this one. Actually, we could just delete this one. Empty it. Oh, well, this... Empty. And delete. Yeah, our farm is running, our food is up to safer numbers. Great stuff. So, water hole. What we could do... It is a long drought. Yes. I know what we're gonna do. We are going on an adventure. We're gonna claim more land by damming this off. But we need to remove over here some of these, because otherwise we're gonna get overflow issues. So let's demolish all of these. And then we can really go and claim some pretty big units of land, I think. Only way to find out is to actually doing it. So let's build, I think, over here. And over here. We do need a way to get there. This is probably the easiest bit. Let's grab some stairs. Remove these. And give them log storage close by. That's done. Great stuff. And maybe it would be wise to blow this off. Just to be sure we just get loads of edges around here. Do we need to put in stair around here? We're working on this. Great stuff. Let's focus on the industrial pile, guys. So you don't have to walk ridiculously far. And over here, a place for dynamite. And the same over here. I don't want to run into problems with not having enough edges around here. Prioritize by haulers. Create autosave. Prioritize by haulers. So we only have 276 units of water. We do have still plenty of juice. Maybe for now, let's pause these watering holes, because they are still plentiful. I don't think they will dry out in 6 days. They are working over here. Great stuff. Yes. So we are safe from bad water and normal water. We are going to need different forms of irrigation around it to make it usable. And over here we can blast all of this. Here we can just detonate all of these, because in this game to get... Is this reachable? No. For the water flow, one edge, like over here, can put 2.2 CMS through. That's the maximum it can fall down. So the more edges we have, the more water we can actually force to go down over here. So instead of this being a straight line, it is now all of these. So we added 3 edges per block over here, which gives us so much throughput. So we shouldn't need to worry about this overflowing and, you know, water backing up over here and overflowing. Over here, let's see if we can take this one, this one. Then we can delete the stairs. Oh, pick up the stuff. And more importantly, we can claim back all of this stuff. You know, I know we worked hard on getting everything over here, but we shouldn't ever have to use all of this stuff. And we can go ahead and actually now we can actually go ahead and blow all of this down. This is gone, and now we can go ahead over here and build our watering hole. This stair can be, those can be picked up. And let's build actually the large industrial pile. Oh, our wood is mainly around over here. So let's put it, well, here is our production entrance is on the 2nd floor. Put a path in, set this to looks and to obtain. And all of these set to supply. These can be blown up, fit in a couple, or at least currently one fluid dump, and we can plant our pines over here. Remove the parts. And you can see, because this has dried up, some of our oaks are drying up, but with this watering hole we are getting so much more. We can plant oaks over here. How far can we reach? We can actually reach one more. Yes. I only have one water, so not gonna use all of it. I mean, our beavers aren't getting thirsty, they have the juice. But it is probably important to get these two working. Yeah. We have the gears, we have the planks, we have the logs, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So as we are now in the last day of the drought. Our food is 1.3k, so that has done fantastically. We'll just in the future need, I think, to set up a row of large warehouses for all of our processed food and our raw materials. These can't be reached. Well, I think don't need to plant these anymore. Is this not marked for cutting? It is marked for cutting. They're just not cutting it down. This can be deleted and just be replaced by a normal staircase. And the drought has ended. Great stuff. And I should have actually put some thought into this. And have these connected, so let's just do something maybe stupid, but let's just delete this. These radishes, they will be done quick enough. Now they can reach, this one they can't reach quite yet. But yeah, water is flowing over here, that's all moving well, but nowhere near flooding. That's great. And now we have all of these automated pumps. Yeah, nice. And let's put in here somewhere to put our big storage for water, so we can make more space over here with all of these random, remove all of these random medium tanks and just fit in at strategic places the big tanks. This can be unpaused, this can be unpaused, over here can be unpaused. And this can be deleted. This can be unpaused. So we can grow even more crops. This is holding back all the negative effects from this bad water. Yeah, ooh, that's what I was going to do also. Let's unpause these metal factories, even though we got loads of metal just laying on the ground that we can actually pick up. Still too far from a district. Maybe if I do this. Is it because they are too high? Well, let's give them a chance to actually plant up all that other stuff. Oaks can be put in here. This can be blown up. Yeah, now it's reachable. Great. But look at our colony, how incredibly this was great. We have done really well with everything. We got our water. We can detonate that over there, and we can fit in here a big water storage. And over here, let's set all of these to empty quickly. And then we can replace these three with big storage. Yeah. Cycle 18, day 5, doing well. This one can be removed. Great stuff. This one can be removed. Great stuff. This one not yet. This one I think can be unpaused. This one can be done. This, let's unpause these. Storage, large tank. 2 of them for water. And that should really... Oh, this one can be deleted. And we can rethink our population again. This one needs loads of brick and planks. Well, we are making bricks. That's great. We do have the clay. How much clay do we have? Well, nothing. So let's make some clay for our bricks. Yeah. As we have a drought approaching. Well, these really should be finished before the drought approaches. This one has 5 workers. I think one of them is enough for now. I mean, we have 2.4k of bad water. It's a ridiculous amount. We got our pines. Are they marked for cutting? No. Great stuff. They are in range to be tapped. But I don't think that would fit, right? No. Medium tank has the entrance in the middle. Yeah, wouldn't fit. Well, we'll make use of this with platforms and put a useful building on top of it. So we don't lose space. This one can be detonated. This can be detonated. Can remove the part and grow oaks over here. As our beavers are happier than ever. Let's connect this part and plant a couple more oaks. And this should be quite plenty of oak production, wood production for the foreseeable future. Actually, we should, before I forget, before they plant at some places some lumberjacks so they can actually reach everything. We have 1 day before the drought approaches, but the start of the drought will be the end of this episode. And see how much can we fit over here. And we are producing 300 HP of water. We are using 300. I mean, that's great stuff over here. Perfect. They only need a couple more planks and then we should be able to get through droughts and bad tides pretty well for the foreseeable future. 2k water, that's, you know, great stuff. And then over here, yeah, that's already tomato juice. This can make it apple juice. Let's make this beet and radish juice. Got logs over here, close to our production area, so I think we're doing pretty damn well. So as our drought begins, and we have just finished our third large water tank, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And the next episode, we will go through this 18-day drought, and give this video a like and a subscribe. And I hope to see you again the next time, and I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.